Hi, welcome to Hoop-de-Doo. Today we're going to learn the figure 8 weave. It's a little bit difficult because it has so many different parts to it. And I highly recommend going back to the first video on single hoop weaves where I talk about hand positions and watching all of the videos about weaves from that one to here, because I talk about hand position changes and the videos build on each other. This video is an extension of the 3-beat and the 5-beat weave video. So that if you know how to do the 3-beat weave, you should be able to do this move. Okay, because it's just an extension of that move. So let's get started. And first we're going to start on figure 8s, because you have to know how to do a figure 8. And it takes a lot of hand strength, so you might want to practice doing things with the figure 8. The figure 8 looks like this. It's called a figure 8. At least I call it a figure 8. I don't know. There's probably other names too. So it looks like the number 8. And you should be able, in order to do this move, you need to be able to hold the hoops in that position with one hand. Okay, and the hand position on this is palm up, you're inside the bottom hoop, and on the outside of the top hoop. And some people put the hoops end to end like that when they're holding them in the figure 8. I find that it's a whole lot easier to control them if you have them side by side. So I have the top hoop behind the bottom hoop, and this top hoop is closest to my body. Okay, so they're both resting on my hand rather than one sitting on top of the other one. Okay, so that's the way I hold them. And you can practice different exercises. Practice trying to turn the hoops without them going wonky on you. Try turning them. Try putting your other hand on and changing hands and turning them both ways. Okay? And then there's another move that is part of the figure 8 weave. And what we're going to do is we're going to start off with the hand position that I just showed you with the hoops. The hoops are sitting both on my hand, and you're going to grab them. And your hand position does not change. It remains the same on the hoops the whole way through. What you're going to do is you're going to turn the hoops. They're going to go forward direction. You're going to turn them, and when you start bringing your hand down, you're going to turn your body. So you're seeing my back, so I'm turning in a clockwise direction to my right, and I'm going to keep turning the hoops. And when I get them to my back, I'm going to take my right hand and I'm going to grab the hoops, the same position that they're in. And you see my thumbs are together on this. I'm going to grab the hoops like that, let go, and this hoop will probably go down and everywhere, so you want to practice that hand strength. And so I'm going to let go with my left hand, and the right hand is going to take it all the way back around, and I'm going to turn my body to face it back. Okay, and when I get back up to here, let's try it again. Let's go down, around, turning my back, coming back to the front. And switch hand. When you get back to the front, you're going to put your other hand there and switch hands again in the front so that you can come all the way back around, and you can keep doing that. That is a good thing to practice with the figure 8s, because that builds the strength in your wrists and your hands. And if you have osteoporosis and you feel your wrists getting really painful and hurting, you're going to want to take some time off and come back to it later. Do some other different moves that aren't using so much wrist control. And but it will get better as your wrists get stronger. Okay, so it takes time. Be patient with yourself. Okay, so that's a move that you're going to want to try. Okay? And you need to be able to do this move in order to do the figure 8 weave. You need to know how to do it in that direction as well as the other direction. So we're going to take the same hand position, only our thumb is pointed that way. And it's the right hand starting it. Okay? And we're going to go the opposite direction. Okay? And it's the same thing. The other hand takes over, and either your pinkies are going to be together or your thumbs are going to be together, depending on what position you're in. Okay, so the opposite direction, we start with our right hand, same hand position, thumb pointed back, hitchhiker grip, and we're going to go forward, and we're going to turn our back to it, take our other hand, left hand, the left hand's going to take over, let go with the right hand, and bring it back up. And continue around. Continue around. So just practice both directions. Okay? Both directions. And then when you get it, then the next part of the move is, it's the same as a 3-beat weave. You're doing the forward weave. We'll go to the forward weave, and to get into the 3-beat weave, remember, when you're coming up and you're crossing over, you're coming up and crossing over down, your right arm, I'm doing right arm over left right now, right arm over left, and you're going to bring the right hoop up, and the minute it comes up, you want to roll your hand. Your hand is on the outside right now, and you're going to, as you bring it up, you're going to, I'll hold it so I can do this slow motion, you're going to change your hand position exactly like the 3-beat weave. Okay, so your hand is like this on the outside of the hoop, and then you're going to, the hoop will roll sort of across your thumb, and it will come back to your hand. Your hand will close in on it as you're coming down. Okay, so you're going to do that, same as the 3-beat weave. Okay, as you come up, you see how that hand change comes in. It comes up, and you're right here when the hand change happens. So they're almost in a figure 8. Okay, so you don't have far to go. So you take the hoop that you just did the hand change on, bring it down, and you want to get it as close to this hoop as you can during the weave. And you're going to bring it down, and you're going to take, as you bring it down, you're going to take this left hoop, and you're going to extend your thumb and try grabbing that hoop, this other hoop, with your thumb to latch onto it. Okay, because they both have to all of a sudden be in that one hand. Okay, so let's try that again. You're going with the forward weave, and you're coming around, you did your hand change, and at the same time as you're bringing it down and trying to bring it closer to the other hoop, then you're going to grab the other one with your hand. Okay, so that you have control over both of them in the left hand. So it'll look something like that. And then once you feel that you've got that you've got both hoops in the left hand and they have truly transferred and they're in the figure 8 position, that's a real wow moment, okay? So you've got them there, and then you're going to let go with your right hand. You're going to let go, and then you're going to keep them going in that forward direction, and you're going to come back behind, just like we just practiced with the figure 8. You're going to bring them up, and when you change to the front, but actually you'll be to the side, you let go with your right hand of the hoops, and you take over with your left hand, and then you want to come back to your forward weave. Then you want to take your right hand, you want to hold on to the hoop, and you're going to then separate them. Let your thumb loose of that hoop, let your thumb loose, and you're going to separate them and they're going to come back into the weave. And in order to do that, you have to do another hand position change to come out of this figure eight. Just like when you went into the figure eight, you had a hand change position. So you're going into the figure eight with that hand change position. Okay, same thing. When you come out of it, you have to do the hand position change. So at the point where you do it is you grab onto this hoop as they're coming around, and it comes down, your hoop comes down, and then you're going to roll it again. Okay, so you're coming down with the hoop, down, and it's just going to roll over your hand, and you're going to grab it, and then you're going to go bring it to the other side. Okay, so let's try that. Okay, so you're coming up, hand change, grab with the other hoop, do your behind the back change, grab the hoop, do your hand change, and then when you get over to the other side, and I'll show you, you come, when you're grabbing the hoop to separate the figure eight, then you come down, do your hand change, you come over to the left, to the right side, sorry, and your thumb is pointed forward, so you want to get that in a different, that hand position in a different position. So you're going to bring it down, and again, it's the letting it roll across your hand or your thumb. Okay, so you've got it like this, and then you can go back to your weave. If you just want to do this figure eight weave on one side of you, like I just want to do it on the left side, and then go back to a regular weave, you can do that too. Or you can keep doing it on both sides. So there it is on the right side. We're coming back to the front weave. Okay, so you can keep doing it like that, alternating left side, right side. Or you can just decide you want to just, you think it looks cool just on the one side. Okay, so you can just do that. And then go into something else, maybe a under the leg. Okay? And we'll learn the under the leg on the figure eight tutorials. I will do a figure eight weave. Well, some of the weaves are figure eights, so some of the tutorials will lap over into different categories, but I will do a series on figure eights also. So look for that coming soon. Okay, so good luck on this move. It's a bit difficult, a lot of hand change positions, different things like that. But practice it and have patience with yourself, and I know you'll get it. If you have any trouble, let me know. Send me a video or comment, and I'd love to help you troubleshoot. Okay, happy hooping.